Okay, first off, just want to thank the community for coming out. I got a little worried there about half hour before with the rain, and I thought it's all gone. I thought everybody was going to go home, and then all of a sudden the sun came out and everybody came back. So it was great to have the fans, and the kids come out tonight. So just thanks so much to the community. As far as the scrimmage went, it was good to finally tackle live. That was our first day of live tackling, and at times it looked like it. But there were some good performances out there. I was pleased defensively with the ones. Probably had a few sacks that we didn't give them. Thought they were pretty stout. Rodney Williams had a couple interceptions, some good pass breakups in the back end there at those kids. Ben Lewis on the reverse, nice little play. Ishmael, nice touchdown. I thought Shai Cullen played well. I thought Stephen Clark played well, two young guys. Jordan Fredericks, 2 touchdowns. Thought he ran the ball pretty good. And some of his runs were up against the ones too, so that was good to see him get knocked back and bounce back. But all in all, pretty good day. Irv's touchdown, that was good. Pretty good day's work. It was good to finally do some live tackling, and looking forward to watching that videotape to see what we need to continue to work on. Kept it kind of simple on offense schematically. But, I was pleased with some things once we got going. So with that, any questions?
Coach, what did you like from Jacob Hill today? Yeah, a couple nice
I had a great run there at the end. Jacob's a young man out of Detroit, and he's just a great little athlete. His older brother plays over at Princeton. I think he's the 100-meter dash champ in the Ivy League. I think they both have that speed. He was a 10.700 in high school. So it's nice to get him. Come out as a walk-on. And, I was very pleased with his effort. What a great kid. High academic young man, just a great family, and it's great to have him in the program. That was a great little run, boy. That thing just kept going and going and going.
Do you know what happened with Julian, or what situation?
I have not gotten a report on any of the injuries today, so hopefully he's okay. I was glad to see he walked off, but I have not heard yet.
I didn't see Cornelius or Dante Strickland out
there.
Yeah,
Cornelius had a little bit of a pulled muscle, lower body, so we decided just to hold off on him. Who's the other one you asked about?
Strickland, Dante Strickland.
Yeah, and Dante, same deal. Both those kids, hoping they're back 1 or 2 days, 3-4 days tops. Who's the other one? Caden Samuels, similar deal, lower body, think he's fine, wanted to be smart. First day live. Decided to take the safe way, and held those kids out. But hopefully he'll be back in the next couple 3 days.
You mentioned Jordan Fredericks in your opening part. Any of the other running backs stand out to you specifically?
I thought Devontae had some great runs, some very physical runs inside in the middle zone play. George had some good runs. I liked all of them tonight. I thought those kids ran hard. At first, a little tiptoeing around, and then once they got hit a couple times, I thought they played pretty good football. Especially considering we kept it extremely simple, and we knew what plays were coming on the other side. So it's you get in the middle of 2 days, you know what's coming. Especially when we want to keep it simple before the first one. But I thought all those kids ran good and hard, and then you add Jacob Hill to the mix, and pretty damn good, good performance on the first night of true tackling. What was your question?
How do you think Terrell threw today?
I think they had him at 10 of 14 with 3 touchdowns. I thought he was a little off early, and then I thought he started to come into his game. So, we'll continue to work on some of those things. I thought all the quarterbacks were a little bit short on the out routes, and we've been throwing those a little bit better. So we need to get that going again, because that's been a good improvement from the spring. And then the other quarterbacks, Dungy at times looked like a freshman, but he's going to be a good player. He's a very, very good athlete, Wilson, I don't have the numbers here. We've got to get rid of those 2 interceptions, though. The other thing is, Tyrone Perkins. You guys remember the young man had the ACL a year ago, and we've been kind of massaging him into practice. But I don't know if you guys were here early for Skelly. He made 2 really nice catches where he turned in the air, and I'm excited about him too as a young player. Let me see if I missed anybody. You guys keep asking questions. You guys will bring me to it.
Surprises today? Anybody stand out you weren't expecting to?
Not really. I mean, even Jacob Hill, he's done some things in practice where I was like, that's pretty doggone good. Reminds me, I shouldn't compare him, but we had a little guy named Garrett Wolf, kid I had at Northern Illinois that just a real small guy but runs hard and has that speed. So we'll see. But I guess that would be the surprise from outside looking in. But he's done some things in practice that have been impressive as well.
It seemed like the first team linebackers did pretty well with their blitzes, and Harris was in there a couple times. What did you see from them in regard to that?
I thought they played pretty good. They really didn't give up too much in the run game. The one defense, not a whole lot. We had one misfit where they got split down the middle, but other than that, they looked pretty good. As far as the blitzes, I got to watch the tape to see. We just got to get good at playing off the edge and cleaning up our lines. But all in all, I felt like they played pretty good. Those are the things I got to watch on tape. With the linebacker splits in and the scrape and stunts up front with the D line. But I'll be anxious to go see that here in a little bit.
Time for 2 more questions. How better has Rodney gotten since last year when he probably showed us guys some of the same stuff he showed?
He did. Rodney Williams. We were going to play him a bunch last year, and then he had the little injury, the injuries on his legs, and so we decided to get the surgery done, get him fixed, and it's good to see him back out there. He's got an instinct. Ever since he's been here, he's made interceptions. He's always around the ball. I think the one, I don't know which corner made the play down there, but that was an athletic. I don't know if it was Wiggum. Somebody went up and made a play, and then Rodney did a nice job falling into it. But I think he'll be a very good football player for us the next few years.
Transitioning back into practice now, what's the next goal? This first week was leading up to FanFest, so what's the next step now in practice for this team?
What we'll do is we'll watch this, we'll grade it, and make some decisions how we're going to shift around the personnel to continue to have the competition with the depth chart. And then tomorrow we have a big kicking practice. We take all the pads off. We're going to go over to the dome and have a good kicking practice where we do a bunch of teaching. And then after that, we're going to do some situational football with them. We're going to do some 2-minute. We're going to do some field situations, different parts of the field, and talk it and walk it and then run it with no pads on tomorrow. And then come out Monday, have a quick one, get on the buses, head on up to Fort Drum, and then go to work up there. So, we got red zone in this week. We touched on it. We'll have some big third down emphasis coming in this next week. And then we'll massage our way into the goal line and short yardage situations about midweek at Fort Drum, as well as mixing, all the special teams. But for the most part, we got our base football in this week. Now we start doing a little bit more situational work. Okay, thanks so much.